So today I am at Rincon Argentino. It's a little place in Boulder at Folsom and Arapahoe. Really popular, one of the highest rated restaurants in the city. Really affordable, really nicely located, and the food's really good. It's owned by a married couple. Cristian, the husband, was born in Buenos Aires, Argentina. He trained as a chef there. He went to culinary school. He eventually moved up here where he was working at a few different restaurants. And it sounds like it was a temporary thing, but he ended up meeting his now wife. They got married, eventually they had a kid, and after they had the kid, they decided to settle down, and they've lived in Boulder ever since. They opened this restaurant in 2012. It's their first real restaurant, and it's been doing very well. It's really popular. Their specialty is empanadas, which I have 6 of here. Basically, they're these little flaky pastries stuffed with one thing or another, or 6 things. So I'm going to start with what I believe is the traditional. Normally I'd just bite into it, but because I'm trying to be a good host, I will break it open and I will show you the insides first. It's a beef, green olive, onion, pepper mixture. It's just sort of the standard that you expect if you're ordering an empanada. And they offer 3 sauces. Chimichurri sauce. We have a medium mild avocado salsa. And then we have a red spicy salsa. Now, first thing I'm going to try it with is the chimichurri because I love chimichurri sauce. Man, chimichurri sauce is one of those things that's so simple, but so many people mess it up. They do it really well. It's got vibrant flavor. It's not full of stems. It's just a nice layer of herbs and garlic, and it complements the traditional really, really well. Next, I think I'll try the spicy. Since this is the traditional, there's no real heat in the empanada itself. It's not too spicy, but it does have a nice level of heat. Complements everything really well, like really honestly all these salsas do, and these are such a nice dish to add sauce to. They're kind of like calzones, you know, you dip it in the marinara when you're eating. All right, next on the list is going to be the spicy beef. That's the spicy beef. It's the exact same empanada as the original, but they add a little bit of heat. They add some spicy peppers. I'm gonna go with the chimichurri again because that's my favorite. Of the ones that I've had before, this is my favorite. I like just that little bit of heat, but I like still having all that complexity. And now I'm going to try the mild salsa with it. It hits you about as you'd expect, kind of like an aguacate salsa. I'm pretty sure there's avocados in it. Green chili, probably some parsley. It's yummy. But of the 3, it's probably my least favorite. I like the extra spice from the red, and I just love the flavor of the chimichurri. But you know, if you're a fan of aguacate salsa, that kind of thing, then that's a really good option. They're all going to complement pretty much every single empanada. All right, 2 down, 4 to go. All right, so I believe this is the gaucho, or cowboy. It's the cowboy empanada. It's got ground beef, peppers, onions, raisins. The raisins should be a nice addition as long as the meat is well spiced, because with the originals you get that sort of briny olive flavor. This one you're just going to be getting a burst of sweetness with those raisins. So it's definitely a very different combination, but I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to take a bite just right off the bat, normal, and then I'm going to probably just eat it with the chimichurri. The meat is really well seasoned. The raisin does pretty much exactly what you'd expect. All these savory, a little bit of spicy, all these flavors, and then you have just a raisin in the middle of your bite, and that just gives you this little pop of sweetness in your mouth that really amplifies the whole experience, adds another layer, another dimension to the food without doing anything overly complex and without taking anything away from the rest of the ingredients. I think I'm going to mix a little bit of the chimichurri and the spicy salsa for this bite. I do love that intense herbal hit you get from the chimichurri, but I also think it could use some spice. yeah, that was the right decision, I think. Next up is the spicy ground beef. In case you're not sensing a trend, there's a lot of beef in Argentinian food. So yeah, this one's, it's well made, it's tasty, but it's definitely not the one that I would order if I'm just ordering one. It's just something, you know, if you like a different texture than the chopped steak in your spicy beef, then go with this. Now, we are moving beyond the cow to the chicken. Take the traditional, replace the beef with chicken. This is what you get. Yeah, this is really just the option for someone who doesn't like beef, really. I was like that when I was a kid. I didn't eat beef. Didn't eat beef, didn't eat pork. There was no reason for any of that. I just refused. I think I was scared of red meat. And I don't know why when I was 5 or 6, I considered pork a red meat. Anyway, if the 4 that I just devoured was not evidence enough, I have moved past that point in my life. And I do prefer the beef to the chicken. But the chicken's, it's nicely seasoned, it's not dry. But I think I like it better with just that heavier, stronger flavor that you get out of chopped steak. And I will say, I know you see me, I'm eating 6 of them. When I first came here, I ate 2, that was fine. Most people I know get 2 or 3. They're not very big, but they're definitely not light. All right, and the last up is going to be the spicy chicken. This one, I believe, is the least authentic of all the ones that I've eaten today, but it is really tasty. I like it more than just the regular chicken one. It's got a very different flavor profile than the rest of them. It's a nice way to end the meal. And this is really good because it's just very distinct. It's got this nice, mildly spicy flavor. It's not super spicy. I know it's a spicy chicken. Nothing on the menu is really that spicy, especially just if you order it as is. But it definitely doesn't have to be really spicy. It's got its own flavor. It's really good, juicy chicken, onions, peppers, hot sauce. Nothing complicated. And I like that. They keep everything pretty simple. There's no weird 15 ingredient item that you can't really grasp all of. The owner does a good job of making sure he gets a decent amount of his ingredients locally. Just everything just tastes like it should. It doesn't have that weird texture you get when you use really cheap chicken or beef. Everything tastes good. Everything is good. So yeah, if you're in the area and you're just looking for something to eat, the food's great, the prices are good, especially for Boulder. The location's fairly central. You don't have to really go anywhere to try and find it. It's just if you're in Boulder, stop by. All right, yeah, I think 6 was just right. Because I am feeling full, but I have one more bite. That's exactly where I want to be. I'm really happy the way things went today because I tried to film 3 different videos in the last week. 2 different restaurants and an outdoors video where I was fishing at Gross Reservoir, which was beautiful. Trying to snag kokanee and do some trout fishing. The 2 restaurants, the food was terrible, so I'm not using their footage. Fishing at Gross Reservoir was terrible the day we went. The weather was bad. There was too much wind. The kokanee were all already spawned, so no luck there. And the trout just were nowhere to be found. We saw 1 4-inch fingerling the entire time we were there. And, you know, this really just is the game. I don't want to be making videos for places that I don't enjoy. I don't want to be showing you guys bad food. So all the food that you see on this channel is going to be food that I really enjoyed. If I don't, then I won't make a video. I'm hoping I can film tomorrow. I'm feeling a little bit like I'm about to get sick, which sucks. But hopefully it's not too bad. And I'll be able to film tomorrow, and I'll be able to get this video out in the next couple days. So yeah, that's where I'm at. I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for sticking with me. Hope you enjoyed the video, and expect more soon.